Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Peterson Brother Outdoors. We are just getting to the lake here. We're gonna see what it looks like out here. Temp today is -12 with a wind chill of -27. So it's a little breezy, a little cold, but we're gonna see what we can get today and see what we can come up with. So stay tuned, guys, and we'll see what we can get. Welcome back, guys. Dalton Peterson here with Peterson Brother Outdoors. We are on a lake here. We're just getting set up to see what we can get here for some fish. Ooh, here he comes. Got him. Ooh, I missed him. Or is he still on there? Nope, he's gone. All right, back down. See what we can get here, guys. Oh, here comes one. Charging up hard. Heavy. Heavy. Hoping to get some crappies here today, guys. And we'll see. Come on. This could be interesting. Like I said before, it's 27 below out now with the wind chill. Could be a small little guy. We'll see. Oh, missed him. Biting really light. I may have to go to a spring bobber here, guys. Let's see. Come on. Got him. There we go. Ooh, he's got a little bit of shoulders on him. Not much. Not much. That's... Oh, it's just a little bluegill. There we go. Just a little guy here. Nothing too crazy. We're gonna release him here. Oh, didn't have that one set right. Ooh, that was my fault. Alright. Hoping to get into some crappies here, guys. But we'll see. Can't promise that we're going to get into them. This is a new lake for me. Another little bluegill. Nothing too crazy. Got him. Ain't very big though, guys. But we'll see. This cold weather, you know, I'm just hunkering in the shack and hopefully we can catch something. There we go. Not very big, but these aren't the ones I'm after. But, you know, a fish is a fish right now in this cold weather. I couldn't fish outside any longer. It was getting too cold. So we'll see. Hopefully we can get into some crappies or something. Got him. Well, not very big, but hey, it's fun when you're catching fish. And on a cold day like today, it's just fun. Not what I'm after, but hopefully we can get into something bigger. We'll just have to see. So what I got on here is I got on a drop kick jig, a red, with a Mackie on it. This Mackie's a little bit beat up. It is from last year. I just save all mine for each year, and if I can reuse it, I'm gonna reuse it.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, just sitting here watching TV.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's not that bad out here.
No?
No. I'm in the house nice and warm. And I'm catching fish, but they're not the ones I want.
No?
Nah, they're...
like small?
Yeah, they're like 6-7 inch bluegills.
Oh.
But yeah, it wasn't too bad. I drove out and went to the one spot. Couple of the other waypoints that I got, there's a bunch of permanents by it, so I didn't want to go set up over there.
Yeah. Which one is that, in the bay?
No, I'm in the bay.
Oh.
That small bay, I'm in that. But it was the one off to the right.
Okay.
Just outside the bay, but I mean, I've had a consistent amount of fish marked down here, but I didn't bring the Panoptic, so I didn't want to deal with it in the cold.
Yeah, I hear you there.
But I mean, I don't know. I was thinking of moving, but I really don't want to move.
I hear you.
I mean, it's not so bad because I can just load it back up in the truck and go, but
yeah.
I mean, there's 17 to 18 inches of ice out here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
So, I mean, there's no problem in driving.
Yeah. What depth of water are you in?
I'm in 17 feet. So, I'm like right on the edge of that 20-foot hole out there.
Yeah.
Or, well, by the, in that bay.
Yeah.
So.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, at least you're catching something.
Well, right. I mean, that'd be the worst, is not catching anything.
Yeah.
But.
No crappies yet, though?
No crappies yet. I mean,
Really?
I've had a few big marks come in. I just don't know what they are quite yet, you know.
Yeah.
I haven't dropped the camera down yet. I was thinking about it, but see what's moving on down there, but.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea.
You know, now all my fish just disappeared, so.
Oh, northern's coming through.
That's what I was thinking. That'd be alright if I could catch a nice northern. I'd take it at this point today.
Oh, absolutely. What time did you get out there?
It's probably like, I got to the lake at like, probably like 10:30.
Gotcha.
I woke up at like 7, looked at the temp, and I'm like, no, it's too cold. And then I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this. And then I went, oh yeah, it's a northern. He's way up, marked on my screen.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, shallow. Like probably 5 feet.
Oh yeah, that's definitely northern.
Yeah.
I want to hear this.
Right? That'd be sweet to catch him, but he disappeared. He didn't like it. But
yeah. How many permanent ice houses are out there?
probably like 20.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Are they kind of like all spread out, and they just in small groups?
Small groups. There's some off right out in the front of the landing, and then there's some off on the left of the landing, and then there's some off on the right, and then there was nobody in this bay.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, you could tell there was some foot traffic, but
yeah,
not anything that was warrant to send anybody back here, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And I seen there was nobody. I'm like, we'll just go right away and see what happens.
Yeah.
So,
did you basically just drill in that one spot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I drilled both sides of it. I drilled like 10 holes or so.
Yeah.
And I just checked, and I didn't mark any fish in any of the holes. And then this 17-foot hole here that I'm in, or where I'm at, was kind of the closer to the depth I was looking for. And then I started setting up the house, and all of a sudden I started marking fish. So
yeah,
I said, let's try it, see what happens. And it's kind of, Yeah. Ooh, there's a fish up there. That's a northern, I bet. Or a crappie. It can be suspended. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, could be.
Ooh. Hit it. Hit it. Come on, don't be this way. Come on, don't be this way. He's slowly coming up to it. Come on. Come on, you're a big mark. Hit it. I know you want it. Come on. Doesn't really want it. It's got to be crappies though, because there was only two marks. Everything else is gone. So,
Yeah.
I mean, the bluegills were there, but they disappeared.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah. Well, get that camera down and see what they are.
Yeah, I will.
Or stick your head down the hole.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, there's, like I said, there's just a few. Yeah, I'll stick the camera down and see what I got down here, and I'll let you know.
Okay, that sounds good.
All right.
All right.
All right, man. We'll talk to you later.
Yeah, we'll talk to you.
Yep.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. All right. We're going to do it. Jeremy says stick the camera down and see what's down there. We're going to stick my camera down, and we're going to see what's down there. You know, when you got buddies that like to have input, doesn't hurt to take their input sometimes. You know, worst case scenario, we're all wrong. Or best case scenario, you know, there's fish down there. So we're gonna find out what we got. And I'm gonna try this and see. I haven't used this camera much. It's just a small aqua view, but we'll see. It seems it works when it wants to. It's just not. It's not that camera that you're gonna set up and fish on, and sit there and just. I guess how would I say it? Set it up for your kids, and just have them sit there and catch fish off of it. It's a small screen. It's not like it's massive by any means. It's just a micro, but we'll see. No, that's a northern. Alright guys, I just want to take a second here to go over some of the gear I'm using today in this trip. First thing here is I'm using the FLX 28 Vexilar on a Gens box. Works for me. I like the simplicity of it. A few things that I did. It comes with an eye bolt in the front here, but one thing I did is I found this arm here that goes for the Pro Pack or the Ultra Pack, where it goes into your cup holder, and then I just took the cup holder piece off that it goes into, and I just put a bolt on the bracket that mounts to the Vexilar, and I use that as my arm. Swings in, swings out. The other thing I did is I took my float and I cut a little bit off of it, ran electrical tape around it, and I put it around my transducer cable. And the reason I did that is just so that it sits off the ice and is not up tight against the ice, so that way when you got your heater going and things, it's not freezing into the side of the ice, or when you're outside when it's really cold out, it's not freezing in. I've had it a few times without it, and I've noticed that when I get the heater going and it's sitting against the ice, that it melts the ice there for a little while, and then it starts to freeze in, and then you got to chisel it out, and it's just kind of a pain in the butt. The other thing I did is Clem makes these single place rod holders that go on the clam lock or on a bucket style. And what I did is I just took them and I ran a bolt through the handle here, and I drilled a hole in them and I put them on there just to hold some rods. and things. So I'm also using the clam milk crate here to hold my heater up. I'm also using the Buddy heater with a 1 pound propane tank. I feel that the 1 pound propane tanks take care of everything I need. They're easy, they're simple. I know they cost a little bit more to use them, but they're so much easier than hauling around a 20 pounder or a 10 pounder with a hose. One thing you guys do want to know, if you are using any kind of the Mr. heaters, Big Buddy, Little Buddy, or this one here, which is the Buddy, if you are to go to put it onto a 20 pound or a 10 pound propane tank, you're going to want to make sure you get the filter from Mr. Heater. You're also going to want to make sure you get their hose as well. The filter goes onto where the 1 pounder screws in. And the reason for that, you're going to need that, is because the gas that is in the propane tank in the 10 pound or 20 pound, they're not filtered. It's just raw propane. These 1 pounders are filtered when they fill them, and so that way you get a better cleaning, better burning flame, you get better fuel usage. So I do recommend, if you are getting into the heaters, that you get the filter and a hose if you're going to hook it up to a 20 pound or a 10 pound propane tank. The other thing that I got here for a rod box, one of many, wasn't sure that I was going to be able to drive out on the ice today, but typically if I can drive out on the ice, I am using wrapping paper totes. I just throw my panfish rods in one, I throw my walleye rods, bigger fish one, in another one. But then if I'm going out early season or using the sled or any of that and I can't drive out, I'm using this Eagle Claw rod box. Seems to work for me. It holds 6 rods. It works for what I need. The other thing I'm using here is I'm using a 6-inch K-drill on a clam pro plate. And then I'm also using a DeWalt DC999 with a 6-hour amp battery. One of the things that I really like about it is it's got the spring on it for the trigger, so you're not having to worry about the trigger sticking or any of that. The other thing I like about it too is on the drill plate is I'm not having to worry about if I hit a spot of ice where it wants to catch or it doesn't want to drill properly. I don't break my wrists. I did for a couple years run just the drill and the K-drill bit on it with the arm that comes with my drill. It was okay. It works, but I prefer the clam plate. The other thing that I got here is I got the clam plastic fish measuring board. This is a little bit long, but it does what I need. I like how it's curved so the fish doesn't fall out. I like that it's white. I like the numbering on it so you can really see. All right, guys, so some of the rods I'm using here is this is a straight drop rod. This is a 32-inch medium light. One of the reasons I went with it is because it's a light. I like the cork handle on it. I like how small it is. You hold it like a pistol if you're using a normal reel or a pencil. I use castrating bands, and then I also use the Michigan schoolie on it. That handle on there is a butt end of a rod that broke, so I took the cork piece off and I just slid it on. Works very well. The only issue that I had to do here is because they didn't have any of the spring bobber ones in stock when I was buying them, so I just tied a spring bobber onto it. I did use some fishing line, and then I used some clear nail polish just to hold it all together. I'm using the clam metered line. I like it because it's metered in the 1 foot is clear, 1 foot is green, or 1 foot is clear, 1 foot is pink. Depends on what color you get. It's 3 pound. I do 3 pound in the green, and then I do 4 pound in the pink, so that way when I pick up my rods I know what I've got. The other one here that I'm using is I'm using the Katana 30-inch noodle. I really like the cork handle on this. Again, I'm using castrating bands on here to hold my reels, and then I am using the straight drop reel on here. I just like the way it works. I was going to put a spooler elite on here. I just haven't got to it yet. The line I'm using is the clam line here. This is going to be their gold straight mono. It is 3 pound, and then I'm also running a 16th ounce Pinhead Pro. I like that for panfish. I like that for crappies. It's just my go-to for that. So there are my 2 rod setups here, guys. And then a few other things that I'm using here is I'm using the clam backpack here. I really like it for size. I really like it to put my gear in. I'm using it for my plastics. I'm using it for my camera. For my aqua view, I just use the case that goes on the back side or the side of the backpack right here. It just clips in, molly loop, and then it's got some snaps that hold it on. I preferred to take it off. I just put my aqua view camera in it, and then I just set it in here. A few other things that I'm using here today too, guys, is the clam fingerless gloves here by Ice Armor. I really like them for quick mobile stuff. I like to be able to fish with them and still have my fingers available. Other than that, guys, that's really it here on what I'm using here today. A few other things that I'm using though are a little bit older, but they still work good. If you can't see, but the shack I'm sitting in here, this is the Nanook XL Thermal, and this is going to have that side door symmetry stuff to it. So on each door, on each side, it's got a triangle door on the side that folds all the way to here. So if you really think about it, you get a big wide open door, and there's one on both sides. I really like it for that. Getting in and out, you're not having to go out the front anymore. It makes getting in and out really easy. I love the quilted fabric on it. It's really nice. I do know though that my next house that I'm getting is going to be the Nanook Ranger. Well, it's windy. House is starting to pick up. There's not much snow on the lake. I'm thinking it's probably time for me to get close to packing up here. All right, guys, we're just got everything packed up. Now we're just heading off the lake here. I know we didn't catch much today, but I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned for some more videos.